Alright, here we go. Back again, baby. I'll go ahead and start a new game here. I just want to get some thoughts out for Nox Mortalis. I'm participating in the playtest here. And, you know, I think it's always good to give feedback. What's up? So, I love the vibe. This shit looks awesome. Yep. Give me the orb. Let me ponder it. Yep, that's fine. Pondering my orb. No animation for that? I assume probably maybe later on or something. Okay. I'm going to hit you right off the bat with a couple of criticisms. You're so slow. The world is so big and so empty, and you are so slow, which is a little frustrating. Now, it's not, like, terrible. I mean, it's bearable. I can play it. I'm not gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. But I wish it was, you know, maybe a little bit more arcadey with the movement, because you're very slow. Also, the stamina bar goes down quite fast. A little too fast for my liking, to be perfectly honest. Not a fan of that. Also, I wish I could jump. I really wish I could jump, because it feels very static without the ability to jump. I feel like I don't have much movement available to me. Also, now this is just a personal gripe, nothing against this game in particular. But, oh, hello, stuttering. That's weird. Not a fan of how games always make you move so slowly backwards. Because I'll let you know right now, if I'm running backwards in real life, I can fucking book it. Now, am I more likely to, like, trip over something? Of course. But that doesn't preclude me from, like, booking it when my ass is in trouble. I don't know why games have such a hard-on for making you so slow when you're moving backwards. It's just annoying more than anything. It doesn't really, alter how I play the game that much, aside from, you know, annoying me. I mean, will it lead to me dying whenever I try to back away and attack from enemies, and I'm going too slow to dodge? Yeah, probably. But it's... Give me that apple, dude. Take a chomp out of it. So you can spend your time gathering apples like this, and your stamina is already so far gone, and you'll eat all the apples you found. You'll have like 2 left over. It's like the positive barely outweighs the negative. I mean, I know that this isn't the most like efficient stamina generation method, but for early game, you know, one would expect the gameplay loop to be a little bit more kind. Now, I do notice also that this is like Dark Souls, where you level up at a fire. Everyone and their mother wants to be Dark Souls. I don't get it. Personally, I find Dark Souls to be, you know, personally, I think it's poorly designed. I get that it's that way intentionally. Everything is intentionally stacked against the player. You perform at a subhuman level on purpose to make the game more difficult. And it does make boss fights more rewarding, but it's more of a puzzle game than an actually, like... It's not a combat system. It feels more like a puzzle system to me. Because you're just finding the pieces that fit to win the fight, rather than having like an actual exchange of blows. Which is fine, it's just not my thing, personally. So I hope this game isn't quite as brutal with how it's positioned on the combat. Whoops, tab to open inventory. The stuttering is weird. I guess it's just the optimization not being too good, I presume. Also, why does it take so much stamina just to... Takes away from my attack stamina just to run while holding a weapon? Come on. Also, why am I moving so slow, dude? Why is it so slow? My guy, I can swing this twice as hard, 10 times as fast in real life. Dark Souls indeed. Alright. But let me in. Let me at him. Bring me the horizon. That's not wood. What is that? Oh, it's like a statue. Well, statue, today is your unlucky day. You look rad as hell, by the way. This is neat looking. It's a shame I must destroy you to progress. However, it is what I must do. Although, actually, no, I should probably go back out and get, like... I have a pickaxe now. I can get, like, real stones. And make stone weapons. Life could be a dream. Shaboom. Let's go. Oh yeah. Riveting. Now, this is true to life. I've used a pickaxe. It sucks. You never know when making something true to life in a video game, balance between reality and unreality is something that's hard to tweak and balance, depending on how much you want to make your players suffer, I suppose. Which is fine. I can't imagine I'll need much more rocks than this. I should probably get more logs. Oh, my food. My stamina meter once again. I don't play a lot of survival crafting games. Just for the reason of I find tedium to be boring. Now, there's a few that I like. Ones where, from the get-go, you don't have to place so much effort into just getting the most basic of basics. Like in Shrouded, it's pretty easy to build up a stockpile of stuff. You don't really have to go out collecting too often if you're just doing it while you explore. It makes the game a lot easier. I don't dislike survival elements in games, but I do prefer them to be streamlined. Like I said, I don't care for tedium. Do I have a block button? I do. Motherfucker. Alright, well, here's where I die. Yep, I saw that one coming. Alright, well, combat does not feel good so far. This is going back to the slowness thing. Way too slow. Also, please let me jump or roll or something, because god damn, do I feel helpless as a newborn babe. Stone tools. Give me those. Stone sword. Let's fucking go, dude. Alright. No level ups. Do I even need to keep these around? Can I just toss them? Yeah, I can throw them on the ground. Cool. I hope these have infinite durability, because, God, that would be so annoying if they broke. I realize I'm a baby, by the way. I like my experience to have all tedium cut out, if at all possible. If the gameplay shines enough to make it fun, then I don't mind tedium. Like, if I get the dopamine, I'll be grinding all day. But otherwise, I'm not a fan. Now, I feel like I've been a little hard on this game so far, but I must say, it looks fucking awesome. The aesthetic feels so good. It's like it's almost dreamlike. The quality of the fog and the colors and stuff, and these big stone cliffs. It looks awesome. I love it. So that's a positive for sure. And, you know, if worse comes to worse, whenever this game is fully released, if I can't give it, you know, like a 100% recommendation based on the combat being bad, or, you know, sorry, bad is rude, not to my taste. If I cannot give it a 100% recommendation just for combat not being to my taste, which, like, what is my taste, you may ask? Well, Dragon's Dogma, definitely. Some of the best combat you can find. You just, every second you're having a blast with Dragon's Dogma combat. It even makes fighting level, like level 1 goblins incredibly fun and engaging. Now, not every game can do that, so. Hello, are you gold? Does this give me money, or does this give me a resource for creating stuff? That's what I want to know. Or is this just a rock that looks silly? Maybe it's like sulfur or something. Raw copper. Okay, that does not read as copper to me. It's a little too light for copper. It does make a difference. Not much of a difference. But having a higher level tool, it does help. Coal. Okay, okay. I see what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're laying down. Now, I'm assuming before I go back into combat, I'm going to probably just try to get better weapons. Because I assume it's because I am built upon a throne of shit right now, and I'd rather be built upon a throne of, like, iron or, you know, something better than shit. So I will save some judgment. I inherently dislike the slowness. It feels very unrealistic. Which is, you know, it's fine. You're allowed to do whatever you want. It's your game. I just don't find it fun. Personally. But, you know, the aspect of exploring is super fun. I can talk about how much I hate Dark Souls combat all day long. But, you know, I did play some Elden Ring. I do want to finish that game eventually. I think that in a perfect world, the best possible ARPG combat system would be Dragon's Dogma 2 for physical combat. Dragon's Dogma 1 did magic better, I think, slightly. Just because it had more variety. But for the exploration and the lore, Dark Souls or Elden Ring, like, win hands down. Easily. It is so fun to explore in those games. And I'm getting the same vibe from this. I love the open world, you know? It's a good time exploring, patrolling, scrolling, rolling. I do have a good time doing that. I just don't have a good time with combat. And it's not even so much about the difficulty. It's just that it doesn't feel fair. It's like the laziest possible way to balance difficulty is just by making the game frustrating. Which, like, you know, if that's what you're going for, sure, that's fine. But I'm not going to praise it. What's down there? Following the apple trail. Dude, that looks like a wizard's gonna kick my ass up there, is what I think. I'll check it out, at the very least. Oh, I have actual experience now. I guess from mining copper, I get experience. What sort of creatures lie here? You look tough. You don't, but you do. I wish you were faster. I hate being so slow. Like normal walking speed. Like, how do you expect to... Oh! Jesus Christ! I overreacted. I still died. I did not expect him to see me. That's on me. I sounded like my life was imminently about to end. Which I suppose it was, technically speaking. Rock hopper, coal. I need more coal. This is coal, correct? Three to 5 business days later, and we are in it. 8 to 8. I assume it's probably going to be 1 to 1 to harvest such a resource. Here, I'll head towards that one Colosseum looking area. The ruins from earlier. I might try to sneak up on this chicken. Yeah, forget about it. Don't even worry. Son of a bitch. You can't escape me. Why does it require so much effort to chase down a chicken? I've wrangled a few chickens in my day, in real life. They can be tricky bastards, that's true. But they're not really that fast, and they kind of usually panic once you get close to them. They'll just like go into like a dead stop. And you pick them up from the back, make sure you pin their wings down so they don't start flapping at you. Son of a bitch. Alright. Skeletron. I see you. I do like how things just turn into silly little pixel guys the further away they get. That's fun. I see treasure over there. Can I sneak up on this guy? Is such a thing as stealth exist? Nope. Okay. Oh god, blocking is so slow. I'll be real with you. I'm not having fun. Raw meat. Delicious. Alright, copper. Wait, no. E. Minecraft. Copper ingot. Classic Minecraft moment. So it's not good. It takes half of a coal to smelt a copper. And it takes 2 copper to make an ingot. That's pretty shitty. I hope I only need 2 for things. Oh, hello. I could make... Oh, I have to have keys for chests. Oh, god damn it. That sounds annoying. Dynamite. Coal and raw copper. Okay, interesting. I should have checked that out sooner. Ember. Useful for navigation. What does that do? Interesting. Copper goods. And it requires 2 of them for the axe and 4 for the pickaxe. That sucks. Can't use it for a sword. Okay, well, you need to use the axe all that often, so the pickaxe is definitely the better investment here. Ember. Chest key. Probably gonna want some of those. Copper ingots for a spyglass. Is that a passive buff, or is that I have to use it? If it's passive, then to extend my range of vision, that would be pretty sick. But if it's active, I'll probably never use it. Oh, it's nighttime. Time for nappy. Rainy day. Interesting. Oh, I like the lighting effects. That's fun. Alright, how fast can I harvest with copper? Marginally faster. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay. Oh, and I get XP just for bashing rocks? Well, shit. I can become a god of the outer dark. 80 for a rock, 120 for coal. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Shit, dude. I'll be chopping shit all day. It's going to turn into a Let's Game It Out video. $50 for a tree. Rocks are better. Boy, howdy, does it take a while. I should probably just, like, hone in on the coal deposits and keep an eye out for copper. Also, I should probably go to that tutorial dungeon instead of trying to fuck around on the overworld. Maybe if I get a shield, I'll be a little bit less annoyed with combat. I kind of wish you started with at least, you know, some basic wood shit, you know? What the hell is that? Is it a structure? Yeah, I think so. My initial thought was like weird crab thing, but I think it's a structure. Let's go. I have enough to level up once. Now, it did say that these tools scale with strength. So, you know, the marginal increases between tools is not all that important. I've been using that shitty pickaxe this whole time. Oh, dude. Oh, so much better. Comparatively. Still a little slow. But if it scales with strength, then I can see perhaps in another world, in another time, in another place, where I have more strength, I will be less annoyed. $80 of experience money. Alright, level me up. Speed. I can change... Oh my god! Okay, yo. Ugh, that's such a tiny buff. That's such a bad trade. 5%? Okay. But you know what? That's better than nothing. Soon I will be a god of speed. It costs 600 for that level up. What's my next one? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. 800. 600, 800. I'm going to assume that one after that's going to be 1,000 or 1,200. I'll grind to 1,200 and come back. I want to be a god of speed. I wish I could reinvest my starting stats. I don't need defense, I just need speed. Let me be a glass cannon. That's all I desire. Alright. Ignore my earlier criticisms. Now that I understand I can scale my speed up, and, you know, presumably I can get to the point where I can just be a glass cannon, you are forgiven. The trespass of making me go through tedium is now inviting. Just for the concept of attaining level ups. I get it now. I see the vision. I'm here. I don't know how far into the recording this is, but hopefully it's far enough that people are still watching and they understand that I see the vision. I'm here. I'm one of you. The believers. I'm tired. Yeah, bitch. What do you... Eat apple. Already dreading the fated journeys I'm going to have to take to get food. That's gonna fuck me up. I'm not gonna lie, I still hate that. That's super annoying. However, the XP situation, much improved. I like that. I don't have to actually fight things and engage in the terrible combat to get stronger. I can actually get stronger in another way. I like that, you know? That's good. That makes me happy. You know what? Give me a strength. Oh, right. I need to compound. I should have added. I didn't grind enough. Right. Okay. 1,000. That's doable. You know what? I need more speed. I still wish I was faster. This does not feel fast enough. But, you know, we made our bed. We're going to lie in it. Can I redistribute my stat points for the current level ups? Maybe it would be more worth it to... No, I cannot. Okay. It's, you made your bed, now lie in it. I think investing in speed means that I can traverse and acquire more experience more quickly. And that is my current theory. Now, I only have a 10% buff to speed right now, which sucks. But in the future, perhaps that number will rise to something much more engaging for my dopamine receptors. You know what? Maybe if I'm feeling brave, I'll even go fight a guy. If he's by himself and doesn't have 1,000 friends waiting to club me over the head with a sack full of batteries. Let's see. That's Grandma's house. I should probably go hunting soon. I see my next meal over there. Cool. We love to see more coal. Makes leveling up faster. Do these respawn over time, the rocks and trees and shit? Because, dear Lord, I hope so. I'll pick up some apples while I'm here. There's another one over here. And another over there. And I see some coal I definitely want to pick up. Oh, and there's some more coal over here. Well, you have managed to engage my dopamine receptors. That's the wizard tower I got fucked up earlier, I think. Definitely staying away from that place. That sucked. That guy scared the shit out of me. Through no fault of his own. That was entirely on me. Okay. Chicken. There you are. What's up with the empty field? Will boss music start playing? No, he's just a normal chicken. This is not the barren lands created under the sundering of his power. 3 hits to kill a chicken. Back home, this only takes 1. But you know what? No. Did the meat fall? No, we got the meat. We're in it. No, let me up. I beg you. This is where I need a jump button. I still want a jump button. 64. Okay, Minecraft. Where am I heading? Am I on the fucking mesa? Like, what the hell? Yeah, I guess so. I've scaled the mountains. And I wait at the peaks. I may require another 500 for another level up, I believe, if it keeps scaling at a rate of 200. I do like that level ups are scaling slowly. That makes me happy, because whenever they scale quickly, then you better make each individual level up very powerful, or else I will not want to grind. Or, you know, play the game at all. Oh, okay, we're in the evil zone. The evil has landed. We're going to be very quiet. We're hunting rabbits. I would like to find my way back to Grandma's house now, please. Is that her house? Is this hell? This is someone's house. Free shield? Cannot take it. Alright, well, fuck me, I guess. Sleeping. I'm a sleepy boy. There we are. Let's go. I don't know where this is. I don't know where I am, to be perfectly honest. Oh, hey, here's a dungeon of some sort. I like that. I promise I will engage more with the combat and the dungeons by expansion. I'm just, you know, I'm gathering strength and resources for myself. Hello, I see that coal. I have no idea where I am. 2110, almost my favorite Rush album. Maybe not the best Rush album, but it's a solid one. Their first commercial success. Well, that's not entirely true. Fly By Night was pretty successful, but it didn't really break them into the mainstream until kind of like after the fact, you know? It was 2112 that really was like cemented their place as like a holy shit, check these guys out type band. Hello. You are a different stone. Oh, boy, howdy, you are tough. You're a big boy. You better give me some good XP, that's all I gotta say. New items craftable. Raw iron, let's freaking go, dude. Let me guess, it's gonna take like 3 coal to create iron or something. Something prohibitively annoying. Although I have been gathering coal up like a motherfucker, so. $1,000, I'll have 800 XP left. And if the next one's 1,400, I'll basically need, you know, another 600 XP. You cannot escape me. You dare not even try. Why does it take every single ounce of stamina from my little green bar to swing my sword? Wait, actually, hold on. Is this power? Oh, yeah. Okay, it's power. It's meant to stop me from blindly clicking. Okay, I see. I get it. I'm playing the feud. Oh, hey, more gold. Or copper, rather. Oh, and a chest? Dude. Rewarding. Give me the XP. We love to see it. And then, are you real or are you a demon in disguise? You're real. Dagger! 15 damage. 25 damage. Okay, yeah, go fuck yourself. Here we go. And it's, you know, marginally faster. At least. Which is nice. A little slow for a dagger, but everything in this game is slow, so, you know, I'm not gonna... I've resigned myself to this fate. I complain. I'm a serial complainer. To the dev. You know, if you're watching this, I'm a serial complainer. I hope you understand that. It's nothing personal. Nothing against the game. If I was not at least marginally enjoying myself, I would not be here. And, you know, the game's still early days. You know, things could change. Things could, you know, improve. I'd like a jump button, please. Or if not a jump, then give me a roll. Let me use my spacebar. I desire, I crave. Also, if you just sped up combat in general by like a little bit, that would be cool. Also, can you make speed level ups give a 10% increase per level up per point instead of 5%? Please and thank you. I'd appreciate it, because for the amount of points I'll have to invest to get anywhere, it feels rather silly that it takes so long. I think I have enough XP for like 3 level ups right now. Or at least 2. I just have to find the shack. Oh, there it is. Now, I gotta say, I like the fog. Don't get me wrong. But just like a little more render distance would be nice. I would not be opposed. Alright, let's see what I can do, though. What are we doing? We're playing the feud. I'll go into that dungeon. First, I'm going to kill this chicken. I said first I'm going to kill this chicken. Oh. This poor fool. Excuse me, you're cheating? Man had no clip on? Alright, I have XP. Pop me a point into strength. Another point into speed. And you know what? Give me another point in strength. 1600 next. I love the scaling. Not too fast. It's good. It's good. I like it. If it was any faster scaling, I would probably pee on your grave. I jest. Dynamite. Dynamite? Dynamite. How much could I make? Like 2 of them. Okay, not that much. I have enough copper for 2 ingots, which means I could have the axe. Interesting. Crossbow. I like that. I'm I'm gonna go stealth archer on this, I think. I just need 1 iron ingot. 100 damage for the spear? Oof. Wait, how many arrows do I need? Okay, arrows are easy to make. I can do that. And then give me light crossbow. Dex scaling. 100 damage, though. That's, you know, nothing to sneeze at. Throwing spear. It would be more pain in the butt, though, to get that. It's only it's a one and done type thing. This I can keep chipping away. So I think I'm definitely going to go for the crossbow. Well, please tell me that this is enough for 1 ingot, at least. I'd like 2 ingots out of this, or 4, really, ideally. But who knows? 60 to 59. Okay, it is 2. That, you know what? I can live with that. That makes me not wish for death. You know what? We'll make some dynamite. Actually, might as well get the copper axe while I'm here, right? I mean, fucking, why not? My dagger. Also looking pretty juicy. I'm going to throw some shit on the floor over here that I don't want anymore. Alright, first of all, crossbow. Second of all, copper axe. Third of all, a bunch of arrows. Iron chest key. Do I need one? Give me a bomb. I do want a bomb. I'll save up. You know what? I'll save up. My resources are limited. So I'm going to save. Raw meat. Good. Do I need to click? Okay. Seems to auto pull. Oh yeah. Does it save it? Cool. Excellent. We're playing the feud, you know? I think we're playing the feud here. I'm feeling pretty good. You know what? I feel good enough that I'm going to try a dungeon. Why does this dagger look so huge on my screen? I have like a 10-inch dagger sitting on my shelf. It is nowhere near this big. Alright. I can come back here for safety, for rest and relaxation. Alright, what kind of damage are we looking at from the copper weapons? 5 from the axe, 4 from the pickaxe. This does 40. 26. 40. 40. So the strength points I invested actually have done quite a lot. Presumably. Okay. Sneaking seems to kind of not be useful at all. You are so fast. Why is sneaking worthless? Can you make it better? There's a spider over there? Really? Really? Enemies do give decent XP. Though for the difficulty, I'd wish it to be more. There's a skeleton. Is he a good guy or a bad guy? Got a piece of copper out of that one. Nope. Nope. Why would you make it so that these cannot be broken? Just does not make sense. These guys do a lot of damage to me. I only got hit once by that one dude. And he fucking cleaned me up, bro. I wish stealth at least was, you know, like effective in any way. I keep hoping for a healing item. I'm loaded. That's good. I hear some motherfucker scuttling around. Okay, beyond that door. Beyond your flowers of flaming truth. Beyond your latest ad campaign as well. Okay, I seem to be overlooking here, which is handy. Oh! Dude, I feel like I'm playing RuneScape. I thought he shot something at me for a second, but he was just shot web on the floor. Is that the only guy here? I heard some more skittering. Some more skittering, scuttering. Is that a dude? Motherfucker. I don't think I can reach him. Oh, wait, maybe. Nope. Okay. But I know he's there. And one full swing of my dagger should kill him. Beyond the flame that guards this roost, beyond your flowers of flaming truth, beyond your latest ad campaign. I see you. You. Ooh, stealth bonus. I like that. I do need more arrows, however. You're a good guy. I like skeletons that stay dead. They're my favorite little guys. I might need to actually have jumped down from that ledge earlier if I want to ever get that treasure chest. Although there has to be another way to get there, or else there wouldn't... I mean, because there's no way up. Okay, there's nothing on that side. Nothing on this side. Nothing on the ceiling. What is this? Can't jump. Okay, well, you know. I suppose I've had better. I hear a skittery motherfucker coming from over there. I wish I had more food. I seem to not be able to... Oh, yep, there's the trail, I think. Oh, or not. There's a treasure chest up there, which is nice. What are my adversaries looking like? Nothing back there. Seemingly. Jesus fucking Christ. That guy is so fast. I need food, please. Did I just miss it earlier? Is this is the area? And I missed that big chest up there somehow? That doesn't make sense. How? Needs copper chest key. Are you fucking my penis right now? Can I... That blows. Alright. Well, that fucking sucks. Wish I could jump. Wait, huh? Where did I come from? I came from over there. What's over here? Alright, empty. Actually, hold on a second. Is this going to be a Dark Souls thing? Where you be like... No? Okay. This is a different place. How? Beyond the sun that guards this roost, beyond your flowers of flaming truth. I'm tired. I'm tired. Oh god, I'm gonna be here for fucking forever, dude. You're telling me no food drops in these dungeons at all? Please tell me I can at least open this. No, it needs a copper chest key. Fuck me, I guess. Waste of time. Why even come here? No reason to. In about 3 to 5 business days, we'll finally see the end of this rock. So, you know, you'll at least have that to look forward to. I have enough for a level up. That's a positive, at least. What is this? Is this gold? I'm tired. Bro, I'm tired of this game complaining to me. I'm tired of not having any stamina. That's what I'm tired of. Bitch. I'll kill you. I wish also, can you... I assume... No, that was just copper. But less of it. Okay, I see. Now this is totally random here, but... Any chance you could make it so that... First of all, the whole locked chests thing is fucking annoying. Not a fan of that. If I could at least craft this into a key on the fly, like maybe be able to craft a workstation out here somehow. There doesn't seem to be a button that lets me do that, though, so... I would at least be okay with it, because then I could make one. But instead, I have to just fucking live with the fact that I wasted my time here. Oh, also, alternatively... God, the recharge is slow when you don't have stamina. Alternatively... Not alternatively. This is something entirely different. If I shoot the crossbow, I would like to be able to recover the bolts that I miss, because I see them bounce around. I'd like to be able to go pick those up, ideally, you know? What is this? Is this a campfire? For me? Is this a safe place to be? No, this looks dangerous. I hear the sounds of an enemy. If it's one of those fast fuckers, then I'm going to be incredibly annoyed. Food. Food. Son of a bitch. Okay. An old man sits collecting stamps in a room all filled with Chinese lamps. He saves what others throw away. He says that he'll be rich someday. Ugh. I'm getting these rocks. This is free experience. All you're doing is making me resent you for it by making me have shit stamina. Could I invest points into stamina? I'm sure. But then how would I invest points into the other stats I want to invest points in? Come on, man. It's obvious. So close. Ah. It's only worth 80 XP, but it does give me... Wait, no, that doesn't give me copper. That was just a rock. Well, I feel foolish. Alright, where's the enemies? I know you sons of bitches are here somewhere. You're not up there. You're not back here. Okay. You're probably over there. You're not up here. Are you back there? You're probably back there. And he says that he'll be rich someday. We know of an ancient radiation that haunts dismembered constellations. A faintly glimmering radio station. Give me the rock, brother. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. So close. Two more. Fucking finally. Let's do it again, and then again, and then climb our way out of this hell hole. I cannot open these, and even if I could, I would expect enemies to be inside. 3 to 5 days later. It is currently 1 a.m. in game. The monsters outside are probably going crazy. They're probably bored as hell. A faintly glimmering radio station. I feel like I've sold my soul. 200 XP is just too good to pass up. At this point in the game, anyways. About a quarter of the way there. About half the way there. About 3/4 of the way there. There we go. My bow is ready. My crossbow. Now I'm expecting there to be a creature of some sort. Because since when has life ever been easy? I'm definitely going to need to craft a lot more arrows. I didn't expect to be using them up so quickly. There is a chest and a dude. I see the dude faintly in the distance. This way seems open. No dudes that I can see. There's probably one somewhere. I believe that's a dude standing back there. This little blackness. It could be just part of the wall. I should be able to tell when I'm closer. It might be part of the wall. Is there a dude in here or no? I think that's part of the wall. Ah. 3 copper keys, man. I'm trying to be as careful as possible because I'm like 1 hit away from death. By the metrics of this game. Okay. I'm still waiting, man. I'm still standing. Better than I ever did. I hate this. Hey, nothing's behind that rock. This place seems clear ahead of me. Now I'm expecting some sort of creature in there since I cannot see. And life is a bitch. Mercy has been gifted to me. There's a creature back there. That's fine. Are you a good skeleton or a bad skeleton? Good skeleton. Copper key, my one and only friend. Oh, how I miss you. I'm sure this place is full of some crazy good loot. In the eventuality that I'll ever be able to come back here and get it. There's a copper. And there's a spider. Spider I might be able to face without the crossbow. Shoot one bolt. Motherfucker. I can't even load my crossbow? That's not good. In fact, that just plain sucks. So basically, I become worthless whenever I have no stamina. Cool. That's fucking stupid. I can't even load a crossbow. Crossbow. That's ridiculous. I'm going back in there. It's just going to take me a minute. I have a lot of raw copper. I can make some dynamite. Why did I do that? I was going to make copper keys. Ah, I'm fucking stupid. I'm a moron. What is wrong with me? I saw dynamite and I was like, Oh, please tell me one ingot is enough. Okay, cool. I can at least open one of the chests I saw. Yeah. 32 arrows. 51. Better. There we go. Let me in. Let me at them. Do the enemies respawn or are they still dead? Time to find out. They randomize, it seems. In fact, is this entire place different, or am I just, like, losing my mind? I can't reach you. Wish I had a jump button. Say it till the end of time. It's a door. I do remember that. There's no reason to break those, evidently. Is there a big dude in here? No. I won't mind more copper. Health potion. That's all well and good. But I would much rather have an equip of some kind. Not a fan of combat. It really just feels god-awful. I could 100% destroy this with a pickaxe. Were this true to life. Even if it made the loot table slightly worse, I would take it over the hell that I find myself in. Does this heal me? No, of course not. I assume sleeping in the bed will. 9 p.m. It's still light out. Wow. All right, make me some copper. What? The other way around. Give me more keys. I'm craving the keys. I've been playing a lot of Blood West lately. Good game. It took me a while to get into it. The first time I played it, I didn't really get hooked on it. I was just kind of coasting through a little bit, and I was like, meh. But then more recently, I gave it another shot, and after I kind of learned more about how the game works and stuff and how to play it, I definitely enjoy it a lot more. Once I figured out some of the stealth mechanics and whatnot, and found some good weapons and stuff like that. Hopefully won't accidentally pick those up again. Alright. Skull. Why is that there? Someone just left it at the door for me to find, I suppose, in the middle of the night. That's kind of creepy. I like that. Interesting. No one stole anything from me, seemingly. Still got all my shit. I'm going to try to go back in here. And I'm going to attempt to... Oh! Oh, motherfucker! I wasn't expecting that. Okay, alright, well, let's calm down a little bit, shall we? You know what? Fuck it, dynamite time. I believe that's what this situation calls for. I killed myself. Alright. So... is he just there forever now? Whoops. Energy potion. Oh, that's good. I like that. Does this dungeon change every time? Or is like, as I go into places more frequently, what all happens exactly? I find that interesting as a concept, even though it scared the absolute shit out of me. See, this looks different to me. Are these randomized every time? I thought I recognized the place last time. But this time makes me think dungeon key. This time makes me think that it is different every time, because this is definitely different. But I guess it is the same like layout. So I remember this layout. Like there was a way to get up there on the last one. Ooh, hello. Are you enemies? I can't tell. No, those are rocks. Nice one, Jeff. Frickin'. Thought the rocks were your enemy. Geologists hate him. What is that? Oh, it's just the light casting a shadow. So I guess the dungeon is randomly generated every time you go in, which is interesting. I like that concept. Assuming that you can just keep going in and get different equipment and supplies and things. That's fun. That makes the game a lot more enjoyable to have that sort of possibility to re-explore. Although it does mean that you're going to have to actually be careful enough to continue surviving, being pitted against new enemies and layouts, which is, you know, maybe not quite as fun. Thank God I was able to kill the werewolf, or else I would not be in here. And then I'd be sad because I do like being in here. No goodies for me, as per usual. I see a dude over there. And that it's definitely a dude. Well, thank God I killed him. How come he can see me from so far away? That's just not fair, dude. He definitely was working his way to me. He saw me. For sure. Is there another guy over here? I assume this guy's by himself. Oh. Oh, hey, he dropped a dungeon key. I suppose that floor 1. I wasn't really thinking of this as a type of experience that would be multiple floors, so that does kind of scare me a little bit. At least the guys that are fat, they're super fast and they can see you from like fucking forever away. But at least they die in one crossbow bolt. I would not want to be playing this game if it took more than that. Crossbow really is the best weapon, huh? I don't like blind corners. I hear a dude. Okay. That's a dude? Another spider behind two spiders, actually. Three spiders. I wish I was faster. But I at least was able to deal with that. I thought there was a third spider. Yep, there he is. I see you, you son of a bitch. Whiffed it. Make me waste so many arrows. It eats up my stamina to shoot arrows, which sucks. War Mace. 45 damage. Well, you know, we love a one and done. I think in this game, the one and done is probably my best bet. That's where I came up. Okay, I haven't been here because there's boxes. I will destroy the boxes, so I can at least know where I've been. This is where I started. This is safe. This is the beginning. Yeah, here's the door. And there's the exit. Okay. The thing I'm worried about the most with this is, will enemies spawn on the way out? Or is it just on your way in that they spawn? Is that a dude over there? I think it is. I should probably go over here. There's multiple dudes. I think. That's a skeleton back there. No, this is a good skeleton. He's dead. Well, presumably he's a good skeleton. Okay, well, thank God. That wasn't so bad. It is midnight. Do enemies get a buff at night? It's a rock, I believe. Or a chest. Okay, there's space to the left. There's space to the right, but it seems safe. Yeah. Is it an iron lock? I hope not. Iron ingot. Well, you know, it's better than nothing. Short sword. 35 damage. I think I'll keep my mace, thank you. I have 1 copper key left. And then I should leave once I loot another chest. Unless I get another key out of the chest, in which case I will keep going. Oh, hello. What is that? That looks a little intense. I don't know why I'm being so quiet. This is my problem with playing stealth games. When I play Dishonored, I'm like silent because I'm like, well, I can't be loud or else the enemies will hear me. Okay, there's another chest. Okay. If there are enemies, they do not see me. Dagger, again. Not helpful. I was kind of hoping that there would be like armor or something, you know, I could equip to my body so I don't die instantly. Chance for an enemy around the corner here. Wish I could jump. Is that the door back? That's the door forwards. Does this take me to floor 3 or is this dungeon key? Yeah, okay, that would take me to floor 3. I don't think I have what it takes to conquer this dungeon at the moment. Nope, don't have a key. It's the beginning again. I believe. That's the door back. I think. Floor 1. Oh, exits. Oh, okay. Fast exit. Okay. That makes it not so bad. Up my speed again, please. Speed's the most important thing to me. I'll be real. I kind of wish it went up by 10% per level instead of 5, because it does feel like I'm wasting points. But I know that in the end it will be worth it. Compass bomb, weapons, tools. I can make an iron axe. How many... do I have rough iron laying around in my inventory? No. I have 2 ingots and no more, no less. What if I... could I... hold on. Does this work? If I do this, do I smelt this down? No, okay. Wish I could. That's unfortunate. Is there a shop I can sell this stuff at, or is it just clogging up my inventory, being completely worthless? I'm inclined to believe that it's worthless. I'm going to go ahead and use... well, maybe not use, but I'll keep him available. I suppose. That just leads to a dead end, I believe. I was back there earlier to get the dagger. Huh, there's my cabin. I say my, but, you know, there's a cabin, rather. Will I survive this? Probably. Oh, yeah. Easy. Bow makes hunting so much easier. Once again, though, you run into the problem of you don't get good returns whenever you get food, which is really fucking stupid. Maybe like this. This guy needed a lot of arrows to kill. What the fuck? That guy looks tough. This guy doesn't look so tough. I'm out of arrows, so I'm just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Looks to be some sort of lock on that chest that I probably cannot open, if I were to guess. This guy looks pretty tough. I don't think I can kill him. Maybe with the power of dynamite. With the power of dynamite, all things are possible. Mithril chest key. Well, fuck me. That ain't happening. How many ingots did I get from that? Just one. Mithril. I'd love to see what kind of loot was in there. Unfortunately, this game seems to have too strict of a progression to warrant exploring. How long have I been playing this? Let's see. About somewhere between 2 and 3 hours. Closer to 3 hours, I'd say. It's just not worth it to chase shit down, man. No arrows, right. Forgot about that. I think the best I make is just by walking instead of running, but I fucking hate going slow, so I wish to run. And then just picking up apples off the ground. Some coal here. Definitely gonna pick that up. A lot of coal around here. Kind of for another level up. Next will be 2,000 though. I see that coal up there, but this is more pressing. I need 3,800 for 2 level ups. Let's see. No arrows. I forgot about that. Oh, this is where I was a second ago. So, no worries there. Just went in a giant fucking circle. Thank God. I'm gonna get a bunch of wood so I can just make a fuck ton of arrows. Should probably put some points into dexterity so that the bow does better. Because really, I won't ever need strength if I just get a good enough bow. At least if this game is generous to allow multiple playstyles. Is this coal? It's getting dark. I can't tell. Yep. Alright, I need to find a shack of some sort to hole up for the night. What is that? Blue. That's mithril, probably. I'm tired. Okay. Well, then drink your no longer tired juice. I need a better pickaxe. Alright, well, I guess I'll go fuck myself. I see you, creature of the night. I do not wish to trouble you. In fact, I would rather avoid all of you. All of you ghastly little ghouls. What type of creature? What manner of beast are thee? What manner of beast art thou? You seem rather strong, judging by how much of a creature you move like. I'm going to say you're probably pretty powerful. You're going to see me. Most likely. Well, I'm safe from you for now. I'm probably not going to be able to be safe from you. Maybe if I put out the torch, I'll have better luck. Okay. Well, we're doing alright. We're surviving. We're not thriving. But we're living. I need about 1,050 XP to meet my goal. But I'd rather do that during the daytime when I can fucking see. Although I suppose while I'm here, might as well chop a tree or two, get some more fodder for arrows. This seems like a safe enough location. Here in this clearing. Never mind, one of the beasts has slunk his way into here. I gotta give it to this game. It's jump scared me like 10 times harder than Blood West has. And Blood West, like, you know, it's a horror game. Well, I guess this one is too. Or because these are some nasty little creatures patrolling the woods at night. And that werewolf definitely fucking got me. Oh, it's 5 a.m. You better fucking run back to your crypt. Sponge boy me Bob. He doesn't see me. He looks like a Wendigo. 5 a.m. Go back to your crypt, please. See if you play. 5 a.m. How long can it be 5 a.m. for? I swear to God. Six a.m. The beasts are burning. Excellent. And we're at the hut. From the beginning. You love to see it. Arrows. I wonder how many arrows I can hold in a stack. Probably 64. Since this game is Minecraft style. Got a lot of rock hopper. Excuse me, goodness. Yeah. 64. As expected. I should probably go into that dungeon at some point. But first I'm going to cut down some trees. Get some level ups under my belt before I head in. I wonder, do the dungeons scale? Or is it just based on placement? Like, since this is the first area, it's probably like baby mode dungeon. Right? One would assume anyways. Four more after this. Okay. Now I'm going to assume that I have enough for 2 level ups. I'm not going to enter the dungeon to level up, because that's just inviting a werewolf to kill me. Okay, here we are. Toss 2 points onto Dex, and we'll see how that goes. 2200 now. There's probably some method for grinding that's optimal, but I don't know what it is. Need to rest. It's too early to sleep. Damn, bitch, you never taken a nap before? I'll just leave those there on the ground. If I need them, I can come back for them later. I'll add this one to the group as well. Your inventory is so tiny. I'm baby and I have disease. I wish I could pass the time so I can sleep through night to regain some stamina. I assume that allows me to regain stamina. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to go die. Which, like, I mean literally, not figuratively. I'm tired. Here, you know what? Just fucking kill me. Bring me into the dungeon where I can die. I'm just gonna fucking walk through until something kills me. 11 damage, huh? You know what? Actually, just kill me. 4 hits from the giant enemy spider is all it takes to end a motherfucker's life. Alright. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I will take a dagger. Ah, motherfucker. Alright. Just because it's going to be faster to use than this. Than the Warhammer. The War Mace. Crossbow. Yeah, we're locked and loaded. Alright, I'm going to do one dungeon attempt here, and then I think I'm going to sign off. Because, it's been a couple hours, and I don't usually tend to game for super long sessions most of the time. So, get up, stretch my legs a bit, grab something to drink, maybe. I know this shape. I wish dexterity was better. That's the door. Classic shape, I should know this by now. Definitely gonna kill that guy. Hate him. Just to get a... Why are these guys so strong? Oh, right. Fucking, I should have made some keys before I came in here. Damn it. Oh, I'm a moron. I saw that spider briefly. Nice. Huh? More copper, at least. And... should I go deeper, or should I just go ahead and leave since I don't have any keys? There's nothing worthwhile I'm going to get here without keys. There seems to be nothing to pick up unless you have keys with you. So really I should just leave. Because, I mean, sure you can get XP from enemies, but I'll be real, it's really not worth it. 10 p.m. Well, it's almost sleepy time. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put some shit in the furnace. Gonna be here for a little while. Gonna just make a fuck ton of keys. I might make some more dynamite, I don't know. Dynamite does seem quite useful. Ugh. Stretch. Time to do a sleepy boy. It does refill my stamina. Now, I do have a complaint, and that is, why can't I just sleep all the time? I assume maybe you want to limit the heals and stamina recoveries, but I mean, you still have to find your way to a place to do it, so I don't think it's unfair at all. Iron chest key. Do I take it? Yeah, I'll do one. Just one. I'm going to explore the overworld a little bit. I know that there's a place over here-ish. And then there's another place somewhere over there, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Spider. Yeah, there we go. Got him with a one and done. I think that's all the enemies around here. Nice. Golem's ring. So there is equipment. It's just, if it's in my inventory, it's equipped, I guess? Manual. By enemies or by rock ores. Okay, well, I'm... Interesting. The deeper you go, the better the ores, but also stronger enemies. Makes sense. Weapon tool damage, range weapon damage, max health, max energy, run faster. Yeah, I can tell. You need to, okay, you need to definitely buff the energy of healing of items, because so far it seems pretty fucking worthless to spend time hunting, because you lose more energy hunting. The returns are so minimal that it's like you can't ever get ahead of the curve. Feels worthless. Having them in the quick slot bar. Okay, rings are equipped by doing that. I see. Okay, silly little... Okay. War mace again. Did not need a second one. And there's no way to like sell this or break it down into like XP or at least break it down into ingots. 'Cause it's a little silly if you ask me. And this way, I see another structure. I believe this is where I died earlier. You definitely need to make ores and apples and things respawn in the overworld like every day or something, because it definitely seems to be frustrating. Maybe they do respawn, they just don't respawn quickly enough if they do. Is this a clean shot? No, I need to be aiming too high to really hit him effectively. Oh. The stealth is also a little silly. It seems pretty hard to actually get off stealth kills. I feel like if the enemy isn't actively chasing me, then I should be doing stealth damage. No matter what. Nope. See, I feel like this should also be like a distance bonus or something, man. Well, that was a stealth bonus. Free chest. Has a spear in it. Spear is definitely interesting. Spyglass. Does this actually work? Oh, okay. I'll be real, this seems kind of worthless. Is this the ruin I came from, I presume? Here, we'll actually use it a little bit here. No, this is a new one. New place with new foes. Skeleton, spider, skeleton, spider. Alright. Get a little closer so that the range is more favorable. Free crossbow and some arrows. Since I can't do nothing with that, I'll just get rid of it. Get rid of one of these maces as well. Knight's Ring. What does that do? Ignores melee, increases melee weapon damage. Okay. Well, I'll try that out next time I find a location. Alright, this does not seem all that useful, I'll be honest. Oh, hello. Whoa, hello to you too. Are you friendly? Hi. Well, you know. It's just how it goes, brother. Jump button? I wish I had one. I think this is where I died. This is the wizard tower thing. Maybe that is. I don't know. One of the two is. I wonder how to get down there. Oh, yeah. Hate these fuckers. Okay, that just seems to be out of my range. Period. See, the range on these guys is fucking crazy. Whoa, hello. How come he can attack faster than me? This is the shit that pisses me off about games like this, man. The logic is so arbitrary. Alright. Well, at the very least, I'm just going to sleep and then I'm going to call it quits for now. For all the complaints I've leveled at this game, I also, you know, I had fun with it for my time. Oh, motherfucker! Jesus fucking hell, Spawn. What are you doing in my house? Why are you such a bitch? Why am I such a bitch? You should have died upon the morn. You cock. Alright, well. I digress. Anyways, pretty fun. I'm definitely looking forward to once I can visit areas like this, you know? And also, I'll be real, there needs to be some more tweaks You can keep combat the same ish, but you definitely need to buff player speed, or at least buff the amount of speed you get from investing points into speed. And ideally, you should also buff either attack speed or the rate at which your bar charges to attack at full power, anyways. One of the two there. I think that would make the game feel a little bit better to play, even though it still wouldn't be my type of combat. It would be more fun. Or you could kind of go for like a. Now, I would love to see in the future, like something like Dread Delusion. Dread Delusion allows you to like have quite a bit of control over your like initial build. Um, like you can stack speed from all of like the urchin and thief uh type background questions they ask. If you pick those as like your backgrounds, you'll start with like really high speed, like high enough speed that you don't really have to invest in speed for the rest of the game. Especially once you get the speed buff spell. Oh, that's another thing. I haven't seen magic yet. Is magic in this game? There should be some magic. I feel like magic would be awesome. I'd love to see magic implemented. You know, there does seem to be a left hand feature because you hold the torch in the left hand, but there doesn't seem to be like anything else in the left hand so far. I haven't been able to find a shield. I found one hanging in a wall, but I couldn't use it. That would also a shield would also help make combat a little bit better, even though it still wouldn't be my preferred sort of thing. You know, I hate to drive that point into the ground like I've been doing, but uh, Dread Delusion feels really good to play. I think maybe if this game had, and it's in a similar vein of style for like how it looks and how it plays. I feel like the dev, if you are watching this, should take a page out of Dread Delusion's book and maybe make the gameplay more like that, and also allow players to have like a starting build to like invest points into stats as they see fit. Maybe start every stat at 5 and then let players have like 20 points to invest or something where they want them. Or, you know, do what Dread Delusion does with like being able to answer questions about the background of your character, which allows them to like change the stats. Stats do seem fairly impactful, which is good. Although I gotta say, it seemed like the strength stat was more impactful than the dexterity stat, just by the numbers that I was seeing from it. It seemed like each point of strength gave me like 10 more points of damage, whereas it only gave me like 5 points of damage for the bow, for the crossbow. So maybe I would probably balance that to be equal across both. Because I mean, the bow is powerful. It's good for getting rid of stuff before you ever have to worry about it, but it does eat up your stamina. And since stamina needs to be, you know, maybe balanced a little differently so that you aren't burning through every single item you pick up that refreshes stamina, I would possibly consider changing that. I'll be real, I lost my train of thought there for a second. ADD's a bitch. Magic, though. Magic would be sick. What would I like from magic? I mean, just some basic spells. But I feel like if you're going to do spells, you have to make them, like, transformative in some way, or else there's no point in having them. Because if, like, you have different, like, if you have Firebolt, Ice Bolt, and Poison Bolt, and they all are essentially just damaging projectile, then there's no difference from having that versus a bow. So, having a unique sort of thing you could do with each one would be best. I mean, obviously with fire, you could have maybe like a wider area of effect from like the blast, and maybe make those spells more expensive and more destructive, and have like blast damage. I would say fire damage, like damage over time, but then you start overlapping with poison. And I feel like if you want them to be distinct, then you should just spec into exploding versus that. Oh, a skill tree might be fun too. Uh, that could be interesting. A skill tree. Maybe not what this game's not maybe not within this game's scope. Um, but I feel like it would be interesting nonetheless to see a skill tree. Let's see. And then of course ice. You want to be able to like freeze and slow down enemies. Maybe like one shot would half their speed, and then another shot would like bring it down to like 0.25, and then your third shot would freeze them. Because I'm sure that's going to eat up magic or stamina. I don't know if it would be based on energy or based on its own bar of magic stuff. If it's going to be based on energy, you definitely need to rebalance the way the energy works, because like I said, I mean, you saw that it's fucking impossible to stockpile energy items. You're spending so much time on the grind for energy replenishment that you're spending almost like 80% of your energy to get back to 100%, which just, that just doesn't make sense from a cost perspective, like cost to pay off. So definitely buff the values for the food items and the stuff. I would also, I mean, I was eating the meat raw. I probably could have cooked it for better gains, but I'm sure even then, like, you're still having to chase shit down, and then like the respawn rates. I don't know what the spawn rates are for the little food item enemies, the prey enemies. Let's see. What else do I have to say before I sign off here? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Basically boils down to I want to be able to have some control over my initial stat spread, either by having points to spend or by having enemies, or by having the guy at the beginning ask me questions that would determine my background, which would determine my stat spread. I want the game to play more like Dread Delusion, a little bit more arcadey, less stiff. Because right now it just, rather than intentional, it feels clunky, and I don't know if that's what's being gone for here. And it's not my intention to just completely trash on it, because I did enjoy the game. I like the aesthetic of it a lot, and I really enjoy like walking around in the overworld. Dungeons seem fun, but right now there's just, I feel like it's too prohibitive to be able to like go into them. I feel like I need to stockpile way more materials before I can even bother trying to attempt a dungeon. I need a whole bunch of like stamina recovery, and I need a bunch of keys for chests, which feels a little silly. Now, one thing you could do alternatively for the chests is I would maybe recommend allowing players to attack the lock on the chest and break it, and maybe you either have like a, whenever you do it like that, maybe there's like a 1 in 5 chance that the item is destroyed inside the chest, or you just make it so that the the return you get is like your loot table maybe is like rolled on a worse table, but you still would be able to like gain benefit from it. Not like make it total junk, but still be useful. I think that would help a lot for being able to not feel like there's such a high barrier to entry for the dungeons. Because right now it feels like I played like, what, 3 hours of the game, and I feel like I didn't really get anywhere. I mean, sure, I got some weapons and stuff, and I leveled up a few times, but, I mean, what do I really have to show for it? Not much. I mean, I certainly don't feel like I've progressed anywhere. I'm, like, marginally stronger. Most of the difference has come from just me having a couple of weapons. That's it. So I would consider definitely looking into changing up the formula a bit. Excuse me. Really, you could go a long way to changing it for the better if you just kind of tried to emulate Dread Delusion. Because I feel like it's already similar to that, but Dread Delusion is like a 100 times more fun to play. Now, I mean, in Dread Delusion, does combat really pose much of a threat to you? Not really. However, it also takes forever to kill enemies in Dread Delusion. Although that's also because I spec'd almost entirely into speed rather than damage in that game. And that's because it feels good to go fast, essentially. So yeah. Emulate Dread Delusion, give me some control over the stat spread, make stats more impactful. And then I feel like there's another point. Oh yeah, jump button. Fucking add a jump button, please, for the love of God, I beg you. I feel like I would enjoy playing the game a lot more if I could jump. I know that sounds silly, but it really would make a big difference. Anyways, I'm gonna end off there. So, good game. I enjoyed it so far, but, maybe take some changes.